Phillies make some moves. Eagles got the pads on. And me and my brother, as always, welcome to Brothers on Broad Street, baby.
Yes, sir.
Episode 1.
I ain't hungry. I'm starving for this. This means so much to me. The mental frustration I done had this last 2 weeks. Everything with just being on the side, man. Not feeling like I can help you guys on the field. And I know everything is in front of us. And I don't have to give y'all no rah-rah speech. I shouldn't have to give nobody in this room no get up and go, no go juice, no none of that. It's understood. It's understood. It's understood who we are. It's understood what we work for, and it's understood what we want to accomplish.
What's good, my brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good? What's up? What's up with everybody?
What's good with everybody?
Football is back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know it's preseason, but man, the smell of the grass, the sun, the pads hitting each other. Pause. Football's back.
Well, we're getting real football tonight, which is really crazy.
Yes.
Like, I can't even really believe that. My mind is still working its way around it. I'm still trying to understand it, trying to fathom it, but it's happening.
Most definitely, man. I mean, we got the Jets and the Browns, right? So Jets and the Browns.
Yeah. So I guess if you want to call that a football game,
yeah, you want to call it exactly. Because you're not going to see Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to see Watson tonight.
See, that's crazy to me. I feel like if it's what do they call it, the Shrine game or the whatever game, I feel like you should get to see starting caliber teams. I would understand why you wouldn't want it to be those teams, but what I would actually go ahead and recommend to the NFL is it should automatically be a Super Bowl rematch or some type of grudge match that's going to make people interested and really want to watch it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe the loser of the AFC and the NFC type thing, or make it more interesting. Make it more interesting.
Remember how MLB, the All-Star game, would decide, like the winner or loser would decide for MLB, the All-Star game, the winner or loser would decide who would get home field advantage,
right?
In the World Series, either the AL or the NL,
right?
There should be something to do with tonight's game that it should affect the season somehow. Like, I don't know, something not super drastic, but something that's going to give you either some type of competitive edge if your team was to play in it. I think the NFL, when trying to look for things and make it more interesting, I think that's something that they should do, because then you want to see your starter quarterbacks out there, your team. You know, it's like the early game, but you get benefit from it too, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. But I'll be honest with you, bro. Sometimes I feel like the NFL, they get excited and they just rush to things, and they don't step back and look at the bigger picture, and they'll drop the ball.
Yeah, I could definitely see that on certain things.
Yeah,
where like they put the cart before the horse, so to say.
Yeah. They get it so excited. I mean, well, if we're talking about it, we're mentioning. I have no problem with him. Today is the GOAT's birthday. You know who it is, Tom Brady. Got to give it up to him, man. You know, he out here living his best life. You know, got multiple girlfriends, living and going. You know, wearing Versace t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? But hey, remember this though, Tom. Remember that though, Tom. Go Birds, baby. Go Birds.
I mean, he should be out here living his best life. You know, what's going on with you, my man? Appreciate you. Go Birds, Emery.
Go Birds.
I mean, he should be out here living his best life, doing his thing. You know, like. He, you know, my man is the most decorated NFL player of all time. You know, led Patriots and then went to another team, gave them a Super Bowl first year.
Yeah, lost
his wife over it. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Tom needs to be out here, honestly. So I'm not mad at any weird leaky DMs. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to do that comfortably, and you know, at the same time, he should still be shooting a shot with Giselle. Like, girl, you're what I need. And I can't even find a while now.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
right up singing out in the rain.
Trying to get that old thing back. Matter of fact, there was a man who said I loved you first.
Yo, what up, man?
Good,
What's going on with you, big? Shout out to Hardcore Sports, man. What's up with y'all?
Shout out.
Man, but this podcast, man, is brought to you by
Let them know.
West Coast. I said West Coast. My bad. West Coast Swoop Nation. They're backing us up, man. This tailgate is about to be crazy. Check out what we got going on.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday, October 8th, 2023. Our Birds are taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Y'all know what it is, man. Also, got another supporting thing. What we got backing us up, and that's Diehard Philly. Shout out to Kenny. Y'all know what's up, man. Check him out. Got the hats, got shirts. Please go check him out.
Well, wait, before we act like the NFL and put the cart before the horse, gotta let the good people know. As you guys are seeing, there's a little bit of a change here, a little bit of a scenic background change. You can see there's a new name to the episodes. So we are officially the Brothers of Broad. And you know, me and my brother King, we just have so much fun doing content together and all this other stuff. You know, he started joining the morning stream, so it's not just Hey Poppy no more. It's Brothers Abroad, and I'm excited, bro. I'm super hyped for it. I'm happy. I'm feeling blessed, you know. And you know, it's always a good thing when me and you get to go ahead and do something together.
Yeah, for sure. And also shout out to John Barcher and Bell and Birdman, you know, backing us up with this. I mean, we doing something, man, and we're gonna make sure that we're gonna, you know, carry it to the top. You know what I'm saying? We are still Swoop Boys, though. Don't get that twisted. Don't get that twisted.
That never goes away. Let's see, yeah, man. But so, you know, getting the day started. You know, today's actually normally this is Friday Junior for me, but today is actually Big Friday for you boys. So I'm feeling excited. You know, so kind of getting the weekend started right, trying to go ahead and you know, get things going. Trying to get the weekend going, get that vibe right. What you got going on this weekend?
Man, my daughter just placed third place in her region for cheerleading. So I was super busy with that. That's why I didn't go on last night. And then this weekend, she's having like a cheerleading pizza party and gonna go see Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles has dropped out.
Yeah,
gotta go see that.
Gotta go see that.
Gotta go see that. And then I'm going to Pop and Stroke. Hopefully, I don't have a stroke because it's so damn hot out.
Right.
Speaking of the weekend, and everything is going on, right? We're in the middle of camp, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think about this whole situation with the whole Trayvon Diggs calling Dak a bitch?
I'll be honest, man. So I've seen a couple different people say different things. I've seen people who are kind of Cowboy sympathizers try to brush it under the rug and try to say, oh, this is what happens when you get a bunch of alpha men together and they fight. And look at Travis Kelce. He's over here socking teammates. And then they tried to talk about Josh Norman socking out Cam Newton that 1 year.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And when they said that, I said, yeah, but Josh Norman got packed out after that. They sent him to Washington. So
they sent him to Washington.
You know, look, you know, Trayvon just got a new contract. He probably feeling himself a little bit. At the end of the day, though, the quarterback is El Capitan. You know what I'm saying? He's the battery that makes it all go in motion. Pause. So I don't know, bro. I'm all for competitive spirit. I'm all for, you know, getting at each other to, you know, iron sharpens iron and all that. But it's a little toxic if you ask me, bro. So I mean, I'm just happy it's not my CB1 and QB1 because I just feel like it doesn't bode well. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he talking mess about Dak last year too?
I'm not sure. I didn't know that.
It was someone on the Cowboys that was talking.
Somebody on the Cowboys doing that. I mean, I get it's a heat in the moment. I've been in those situations where you know it's hot. You're playing football. You're in camp. You don't want to be there necessarily. You know what I'm saying? You're just there. You in the Marshawn Lynch mode. You're just there so you can play and don't get fined, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. Fight camps are always going to happen during camp. Always going to happen. But when you calling somebody a bitch or you disrespecting me?
Yeah, right there. That's
a little bit. That's something different. That's
where the once that bitch comes out, you know what I'm saying? You really can't put it back. You know, in certain situations, you drop that on another grown man. As a man, he's gonna come at you.
Right.
Honestly, it happened to me today. I almost had a grown man fight today.
Oh no. Hold on. Let's hear about this before I go into that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, it wasn't my finest moment, but I was trying to, I was totally in the right. I was trying to tell basically this other guy, he had parked where he wasn't supposed to park. I told him, hey, bro, go ahead and you got to move because you're blocking me from doing what I need to do. We have a little exchange. And then he basically ends up dropping, the B word at me. And I'm in my work uniform. And that came out of me, bro. I straight told him, I said, yeah, so for right now, my hands work. So what are we gonna do?
Hey.
And my man jumped in that truck and moved it real quick. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
He hit me, you know what I'm saying? At that, once you hit that crossroads,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's a hot summer day out here, same thing.
It's camp time. I gotta get paid.
It's camp time for us too. My wife said, why'd you say that to him? Because I had to. So
you had to. You had to. You had to get, you had to share the business. Well, I'm glad you didn't get in a fight or anything happen crazy like that.
I was playing it in my head after the fact, and I was like, "Damn, what it would have looked like just me and this dude tussling and rustling behind the grocery store."
Yeah, that would have looked wild. That would have looked wild. I mean, but speaking of that, man, we got a former Giants running back, Brandon Jacobs. For some reason, I don't know why he said Stephon Diggs. I mean, I think he meant to say Trayvon Diggs. They're brothers, right? So
yeah,
last name is Diggs. I never called my QB out of his name like Diggs did. Looks so bad on so many levels. Looks to me to be can't talk.
Don't disrespect. Look so bad. Yeah, don't disrespect him.
Right. Call your franchise QB a BI. Players weighed in on the matter. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I don't even see a receiver doing that. Like when you're talking about like people and rankings of the team, I feel like, in my opinion, it goes quarterback, wide receiver, one, like because they're usually like the 2-1.
You always get your prima donnas.
Yeah, your prima donna skill position players.
Yeah.
Then I feel like cornerbacks they're up there in the top 5, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, same exact thing, bro. It's a level of disrespect, and once it comes out, you can't really take it back.
It is what it is. I guess let's get to the comments.
I would just like to see what was the actual backstory behind it. Cozy said, checking in, baby. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all go check out the Instagram. Check out Cozy's Corner.
Yes,
go
sir.
Check it out. He had a fun episode about the new jerseys everyone's rocking, these throwbacks. He weighed in on all of them. Go check it out. Like it. Drop a comment in there. Drop some bed emojis for the boy.
Yes, sir.
Swoop Brothers. That's right. Swoop Brothers. Birds 12.0. Love that. Saying like 2.0, 12.0, I think that's what I'm trying to say.
I like that.
I'm here for that. Yeah. But yeah, man. So it's just, bro. I don't know. I'm just happy it ain't the Birds. There's a lot of controversy going on with a lot of teams. For the first time, it ain't us. Like, not that we ever have scandalous bad stuff going on with the Eagles, but the worst thing we have right now is, are they going to get Reddick some more bread?
Yeah, that's probably the worst thing. But like, this is the thing though. He's still he's going to his second year of his deal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A 3-year
the market. Deal. Yeah, the market's always going to rise up. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, look at Jalen. Jalen at one point, I think it was like a day, wasn't even 24 hours. He was the highest paying quarterback in the league, and then boom, Lamar, and then after that, probably like a couple months after that, it was Herbert. So I mean, the price is always going up. The stakes is high, right?
The market's going to always reset itself.
Yeah, it's always going to reset itself. So like, as a player, you got to know what's up. I get it. Knowing Howie's probably like, yo, listen, this is the
shout out Greg. He just dropped some bed emojis and
he probably, knowing Howie's gonna do something, put on the back end, signing bonus, something. They're gonna figure something out.
I believe I know he's able to do that thing where because I think not the Panthers. there was another team that kind of had a similar situation like this last season, and what they basically just did was like,
Burns.
Yeah, they basically just gave him like they converted his money into more guaranteed money, basically like how a kid kids can, but then adds an extra year on the deal, and through adding the extra year on the deal, they were able to give him
like how the Cardinals did Buda Baker. They were like,
yeah,
"Hey, shut up and go to camp."
Yep, basically, yeah.
Here's 2.3. Shut up and go to camp.
2 point. I mean, I get where Riddick might feel like. I mean, I feel like he was very calm about it. I feel like he was very precise, calculated for sure.
He was very calculated.
But all the reports are he's been at camp happy, joking, laughing. Him and Howie were very jokey, buddy
on the sideline. Yeah,
very different than when a certain tight end that dyed his hair blonde was acting. You know what I'm saying? So that was such a. Isn't that such a weird thing that happened? Like that time period seems like it was so far ago. Like Zach Ertz and Howie arguing.
It was such a weird, and then like Lane Johnson and Howie weren't getting along. I guess Howie said a joke and Lane was like, "That ain't funny." Like,
yeah, like Kelsey's over here, kind of like siding with Zach because he went with the blonde. It was a very weird
with them. They both went Goku. It was,
yeah.
That was such a weird time. That was such a weird time.
Well, and that was because if I'm not mistaken, was that the year or was it the season before at the end? Because it was Carson, Lane, or not Lane, Carson, Kelsey, and Zach.
And Zach,
they were on the field with Dom.
After the link, they say that the stadium's empty. They're on the sideline of the field and they're just having a conversation. And it was like kind of like a conversation where like, we don't like where this is heading to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to stay. I don't know if I want to go. And then, Zach was on Carson. Carson was on Zach. And then, sides. And they were just weighing out the contracts in the future, what the direction where the team was going. That was such a weird time. Really weird time.
It was such a strange time. Like, and so literally that was pretty much that was the end of the Carson era. Because that offseason, Howie goes and basically gets the trade off for him. Basically signals in the beginning of the Hurts era. We really don't know what Hurts is going to be at that point. We have a lot of hope and faith, but it just seems, and really here we are. This is Hurts' fourth year, so that was after Hurts' first year. So not even 3 years later, we were in that very weird predicament where we I don't know, man. For me, it felt very sickening. Like I had a bad feeling about it. So, I mean, it's good to see how fast they were able to kind of turn it out, get basically right the ship. Everybody seems happy, kumbaya. And I don't know if that's because Jalen just ended up coming out and being such a leader of men, and everyone kind of fell in love with that. So then, because I don't know, they all basically got behind Howie with it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with Jalen, right? I think Jalen, because I think it was Kelsey said he didn't know if he wanted to come back, and they sent the keg to him. He was chilling with his family, didn't know if he wanted to come back, and then it was like, I guess we're going timeline on this, right? On this, we're going timeline, which is something out of the norm, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this kind of came left field, but I feel like it's something worth talking about.
Yeah, so it kind of went. I don't know. It was a weird time because if you look at it, this whole situation, like think about this. Let's start from 2016. 2016, we were like 9 and 6 or something like that. We were something wild, or barely made the playoffs, right? We go in. Alshon misses the ball goes through Alshon's hands. We go into rolling into 2020, COVID year. Played terrible. That was weird. Terrible. Yeah,
things
terrible.
are weird as hell.
Yes. No fans in the stands. They're putting cardboard people up there. Different.
Draft Jalen. That's when we draft Jalen. Because we never actually got to see Jalen walk across the stage or anything. He was at home, COVID year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Carson plays. But
terrible. also Carson got the big contract.
Yes, Carson did get the big contract. Carson actually got a bargain contract if you think about it, because it was like $34 million.
Yeah.
Imagine where we're at now. Dak is about to make 60 next year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Jalen's low-key Jalen's making that. It just doesn't look like it, but he is.
Yeah. But it, it's just I can't. It was the way that everything was turned around, bro. And we went to the Super Bowl. We just finished in the Super Bowl, and now everybody is in camp talking about the new additions that we have now. And so let's get into this. And this is something I really wanted to point out. Yeah. And I want to get your opinion in. Sorry, my laptop is taking forever. So if we go back to the 2017 matchup, right? Yeah. I want to hear, and I want everyone in the comments. I want to hear something from you too. Can we go back? Did we go back? Compare from 2017 to 2023-24. Did we go back? So you got Swift / Ajayi Jai. You got Penny / that Philly Blunt, right? Then you got playoff Kenny / homegrown New Jersey native Corey Clement. And then you got Mighty Mouse 2.0 versus Mighty Mouse, the original OG Mighty Mouse. Like, are we on to something right now? Because every time I'm hearing about reports, they're saying, oh man, the Philadelphia Eagles did X, Y, and Z last year and made it to the Super Bowl. Now, if you look at them now and you look at the weapons they have now, can this offense be way more explosive? The way Jalen is throwing into, targets and going through, am I missing something here? Because you remember, think about it. You had Goddard. Goddard should have had 1K. Goddard should have had a rack. Yeah. Smith had a rack. AJ had a rack. Miles had a rack. Yeah. So if you put all those weapons together, and then I'm hearing Jackson, Tyrese Jackson is having a good camp.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of people having good camps.
So what were you doing? Let me get some knowledge, B.
I definitely see where it kind of models the old squad, the SB squad. Like Cozy said, Penny's a little bit different than Blount, but he gets it, He said Penny, Blount, Swift, Ajayi, Gainwell, Clement. I think this running back core definitely kind of does, because I feel like I kind of feel like Penny's I don't know. I gotta agree. Penny and Blount are more close to than I think people give credit, because Penny, people don't know Penny's about 300 pounds.
What is he like?
He's like 260, 265.
No, he dropped weight. He's like 230.
He dropped weight. He said he played at 235 now, but he was.
Oh no,
was big.
220. He said he's at 225.
225 now. Yeah,
he said he wished he would have been here a long time ago. Yeah, he think he would have been healthy from the jump.
I believe it, bro. It's a lot.
That's that Chip Kelly. That's that Chip Kelly.
Yeah. That's a lot on your knees. It's a lot for you to be lugging around. Injuries are going to happen, especially, when you're not as agile as you might normally be. But yeah, here you go, Crozy. Earth, wind, and fire for sure.
Ooh, I like that.
I like
you
that.
Remember
all the elements. I like that a lot, bro. Yeah, man.
That's a shirt.
I'm feeling it, bro. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, and we're not even talking about.
What's good, Mark?
Yo, what up, Mark? We're not even talking about Trey Sermon. We're not even mentioning him, and he's been playing a lot with the first team.
So it's funny you bring up this. So what I've heard from running backs is so they said basically a real good way to kind of see things is when they go to do special teams, who's competing in special teams, who's kind of getting the chill. So right now I'm hearing Swift and Penny are the guys who get to be on the sidelines chilling during special teams, and I'm hearing that a lot of Boston Scott and Trey Sermon are in on the special teams action. So it sounds like we're starting to see a little bit of a ranking. So I think that's how Boston Scott gonna do whatever he takes to make sure he's here. You know what I'm saying?
Boston gonna make sure he makes his team. He better make this team, because I'm not trying to chug a Four Loko.
Cozy said the 21st night of September, my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh,
hey,
singing the song.
Yeah.
Sirianni talked about Sermon a lot today in his interview. Yeah, he did. See. It's all right. Hear me out. We're hearing so much good stuff about so many different people having these type of camps. Only, like I said, the only negative thing we're kind of hearing, and it's not even really negative, it's just we know he deserves the money, the Riddick thing. But other than that, if I didn't know any better, someone has put a dome over Philadelphia. It's actually blown up and destroyed. It's gone, and people are feeding us fake news right now because it just sounds like it's such rainbows and butterflies, and I'm uncomfortable. The Philadelphia in me is uncomfortable with this. Like,
I got you.
Are y'all capping? Like, what's going on? Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I'm imagining these guys like taking a sip, like Jalen Hurts takes a sip of a cappuccino and he's got a little froth on his nose, and then here comes Boston Scott, like, yeah.
You wild for that,
bro. That's how I feel. The vibes are so good in Philly. That's what the image in my head. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, it's so good right now.
And they're playing like slow music. You can't say you're my words. Yeah.
Jalen's double pumping the ball, airs it out, and it's just some Aretha playing as it spirals in the air.
Oh, right.
Like
caught up in the rapture.
We ain't used to feeling so good in Philly and not getting on no BS, you know.
I will say this though, I did hear a couple of bad things, and I'll start with I have 3 I heard.
Well, let's get to that.
So Christian Ellis, he's balling out. Morrow, we're with the first team, right? So
yeah, I did kind of hear.
I guess Dean got hurt or got a little dinged up, whatever. Bradbury got dinged up today. Hopefully none of those injuries are real serious or take time away for those guys. We need those guys on the field.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing nothing from Greedy Williams, bro. What's going on? I was kind of like, that's depth. I was happy. I haven't heard one good thing about him.
No,
Marcus Mariota. Like, oh.
Well, so 2 things. I have heard about Greedy. I heard he's actually been getting a lot of slot action.
Oh, okay.
So they might be, which I did hear before when he first got drafted, that it could be a possibility that because he is kind of a little bit bigger, maybe they put him in the slot. He's a better matchup for tight ends.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to work that in there. Another thing when we're hearing about, so the Marcus Mariota, obviously this guy hasn't worked out in the NFL like people thought. I mean, he was the first overall, the second overall. I know it was him and Jameson together. I want to say he was first. Two? He was one or two. Either way.
They drafted same year.
Yeah, same draft, same year. I know they were first round.
They're both backups.
Yeah, now they're both backups. But even bigger so I know it hasn't quite worked out for him that way. And then we kind of saw him a little bit in that quarterbacks thing. In my opinion, he just doesn't seem like he has that it's not all there. You know, he definitely never put it all together. Yeah, there you go. Second over. I knew you would know, Mark. Second overall.
Yeah, he's a duck. He's a duck. I forgot it. Go Ducks. Go Ducks.
So he just never seemed like he really put it all together. I mean, he never like his career in Tennessee never really panned out to be anything special. He backed up for 2 years in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. So now it's like then it just seemed like he didn't really have that dog in him with Atlanta. So I think that. So I'm not when I'm saying this. I do recognize all that when I do say this, but I have heard a lot of. It's not Toth who's playing the second team center.
Toth. They said he must just go ahead and walk.
They're saying that snap is not working out at all. So I think when you're talking about a guy who's already think about a lot of snaps he's getting is with the second teams. So if he's already working with the second teams, and then on top of that, it's not the top tier talent that Hurts is getting, obviously.
Right.
So in a real game, you think he's going to have Kelsey and those guys in front of him. The other part is if he's not even adding that bad snap to that on top of it, he's already kind of under duress, you know. And then it's a new system on top of it. He's not working with the same receivers as Jalen too. So I'm taking it with a grain of salt. So I'm not really burying him too much for all that, bro. I think he could come in and win us a game. I mean, the Falcons ended up winning a couple games with him last season, so
I mean,
that's hard.
I hope to see him with the first team, with the offensive line, and see what we got, because with Jalen scrambling and you don't know, you know, anything can happen. Knock on wood, please. I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I'm saying. But we need a backup, and especially in Philadelphia, we count on the backups to provide wisdom. You know, like how they say, they used to say back in high school. My coach used to say high school. Can't remember it. He used to call it. He used to say Kincaid, FBI, football intelligence. Yes.
Oh yeah.
He used to always say that to me. Damn, I can't remember. Oh wow, it's been 20-some years like graduated high school. And I remember
for
that.
sure.
And so just to see that, like, because being a backup it's imperative. Like, you gotta have somebody that you can relate to, talk to. Just all right. So tell me, hey, one, what are you seeing? Oh, I see this out here. I see this. You know what I mean? Because he's been there before. Marcus Mariota's been there before. I remember Marcus Mariota carved us up. You remember that?
Yeah.
Tennessee, I think it was what year was that? 2018, 2019?
Yeah.
He carved us up.
Yeah, he will in the preseason, definitely. That's what I'm definitely gonna see that.
For sure.
I think it's gonna be a whole, I mean, because Hurts ain't touching the ball in preseason.
Oh, no.
Well, to speak to that, so for one, whenever you guys see the quarterback heading to the bench in between in a live game, the first thing you're seeing is the backup quarterback, and he grabs the iPad. So they are having those conversations. Another thing, a personal inside look. I don't know if you guys read Nick Foles' book after the Super Bowl. There's a portion of that book where he really gets it. I read it. It was great read if you haven't, but go check that out. But there was a great portion he talked about leading up to that year. Once he got in there, he knew he was coming in as a backup. He understood his role, and he took that role very seriously. He would actually get there early with Wentz, and his first thing is he would go make the bulletproof coffee for all the quarterback room. Everybody in the room, he made sure everybody had a fresh cup of bulletproof coffee, get the mind rolling, and then they'd start their QB conversations, and they would go back and forth all the time, bro. So he understood that role from a mental side, from it, and as a teammate, So as a backup quarterback, that's so important. And I think Mariota, he did say a lot of things in that presser today that spoke on that.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, any rep is a good rep. So everything that you do. I mean, I don't know if you ever heard Nick Sirianni say, he's like, he takes his kids on a walk, or he has a dog, or takes a dog on a walk. He said, that's a rep. Because my dog knows and remembers, okay, this smells like this smells like this. I've been here before. Yep. That's a rep. That's what it's all about. Muscle memory and understanding of, like, and also having that intelligence to be like, okay, I've seen this before. Let's go ahead and change the play. Like, what's beautiful about Hurts is, and what Nick said was, when Nick said, man, when I sit in the room, it doesn't even feel like we're talking about, quarterback play. It feels like a coaching staff meeting. Yeah. I'm like, bruh.
That felt good to hear.
That's really good to hear, especially when you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear something like that and you see from where Hurts started from to where he is at now. And last year, this is what really impressed me about Hurts. When we played against the Washington Commanders and they're at the goal line, I think it was like the goal line, they ran two slants. And then I think it was he looked at the corner, he looked at the safety and see how far apart they were and the depth wise. He looked at Brown, he said, Brown, that means, hey, cut your route short. Yeah. He's gonna pre-snap motion, he's gonna come up on you, but you're more physical, and I know you're my guy, you're gonna win. Yeah, and threw the ball, and that was AJ Brown's first touchdown in the Eagle uniform.
Yep, straight up. Nah, bro. I mean, it's and then to just cap it off, we even heard in the unscripted that dropped last night. Bradbury spoke on how important it was to have veterans in there coaching up these young players. Having a guy like Bradbury giving a young guy like Brown and these other guys who are just getting in there, giving them game, giving them this is what my preparation. Maybe not necessarily telling them, but it's like he said, because he said mimicking what a good vet does. If I see a guy who's got a long NFL career, I'm gonna do exactly what he's doing because he's been able to last here. So I mean, and I like that. Like we spoke last episode, we have the perfect balance of youth in there and OGs, bro. So there's an OG in every room with a bunch of young guys, and it's spread around the whole team. So I love that, and that's why when we spoke about that golden age of Eagles football, which I truly really believe, I believe this is golden age of Eagles football we are stepping into right now. Like
the horizon.
Look, all I'm saying is it starts with a Super Bowl, and it goes with a couple more during that, and it comes from we get the last hurrah with these guys that we love, and we start to see the growth of these young guys coming in.
I mean,
I believe it.
I mean, you're not far from it. I mean, look at what the Chiefs did. Look what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs are a walking. They're an example of it. Like
they're in a dynasty right now. That's exactly what dynasty. It is.
And I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are creeping up, and we're going to be the next dynasty as well. I'm hoping what I think and what I see from now is the older players, and I'm hoping, and I don't want to mean no disrespect, but like Cox and those guys, I hope we win one more so those guys can drive off in the sunset.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see them go necessarily right now, but I'm saying is like as respectful because we got some young bulls is waiting in the helm to be like, hey man, it's my turn. Speaking of my turn, I just gotta say this, man. From what I'm hearing from camp, I'm hearing this guy right here as the star of the camp. That's my guy, Reed Blankenship. I heard he's a star. Hey, listen, he the starting safety. I ain't never met a white boy that's really gonna be starting safety at the DB. What? My man got game. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like, man, he impressed me in that Packer game. Yeah, and he's a definition of FBI, football intelligence. He understands. He can read a play. That was really impressive to me. Yeah. I'm hoping that he has a good year this year. But hey, the Eagles ain't rotating him out. They rotating Edmonds. But Edmonds, we all know that Edmonds is more of a at the line type of safety. Brown is more of like, he likes to run with his hairs on fire, a little Troy Polamalu type of style.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. What are you thinking?
I mean, from everything I've heard, that he basically hasn't come out when it's hit. When he gets a chance, he's up. He's taking it. They ain't pulling him out. He's getting all the reps. I mean, and rightfully so. He was there last year. I think he was really good. Actually, here I have a better picture of him right here.
What's that?
Yeah, my boy Reed Blankenship, bro. That's my boy
food.
Right there.
Bring out the best, baby.
Bring out the best.
Bring out
That's
the best,
Reed Blankenship, just white mayonnaise, baby.
Hell yeah, man! Bull can ball, man. I love that the way he embraces his role. He listens to the OGs. I love it, man. I love it. I love it every time he's on the mic and he's doing an interview. Love it, man. You can just tell like he loves being a Philadelphia Eagle. He loves being around the guys. He gets. They be killing him.
Bro. I'm telling you. Look, first off, I think all the guys love being around all the other guys for one.
True. Very true.
And I feel like we're gonna see Reed Blankenship. He's gonna be coming out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm waiting to see Reed Blankenship with a black and mild. You know what I'm saying? Just like
I want to see a blackie mild. I need to see him. I need to see him grow his hair out, get a fade, right? Get a fade. And then do like the Tyler Lockett or Tyler Hero. I want to see that. I want to see that.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I want him to go full riffraff, bro. I want him to have the colorful braids and a grill. But by the time his next contract is due, that's what I need from my boy Reed.
You call my man. They're gonna call my man D-Ray. D-Reed. D-Reed. Yo, D-Reed, what up?
And you're right, Mark. He has been in the gym. He looks a lot. He looks a lot more fit. Like he was in shape last year, but he's definitely looking like he's it. And yes, we got those Kelly Greens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I got the good.
So you got good news. Go ahead and share it.
Oh yeah, I got the good word. You know what I'm saying? Earlier this morning. First, I was not thinking I was getting Kelly Green until I said August or no October, September. It's just September, end of September, early August. August 4th, I think, was the arrival date. And I got the word today. It's gonna be here next week, baby. Woo! And my brother King, you already knew yours was coming, so
yeah, mine's coming. Shout out to E. Y'all know E-Rock. Mine will be here on the 7th, so I'm super pumped. My daughters won't be here until September. Hasn't even shipped.
That's how.
Did you see on Twitter? They've already restocked the store.
Oh, come on, bro. That's why I don't even know why they wasted
their time. I was like, hold on. Why is it taking so long if you already restocked the store?
That's why I don't understand why they're over here playing. We'll probably get updates in the next day or two for the kids stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. That's why I don't understand why they were canceling orders.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that was a time. I was like, please, I don't want to see no Fanatics emails for the next couple of days.
Facts. That and then I love to see that they restock because there goes the people, dumbass people that went on eBay charging people $300-$400 for no, ain't nobody gonna buy it. Ain't nobody gonna buy it.
Yeah, boo that man.
Boo this
man.
Boo
that man. Real, yeah, nah, bro. To go ahead like that, and that's exactly what you said people were gonna do. I never thought I'd live to see the day where people were gonna go.
I called it,
bro. Those are trash human beings.
Oh man,
you know that was crazy. And if you fell for that, I
don't know. That's whack, bro. That's whack, bro.
He said, "I have 3 orders coming. None got canceled."
Yeah. Oh, I did get a. I went back and bought a sleigh because the number 2, bro. So I got
that
the
2. That 2.
I got the 1-2 punch combo.
Hey, you know what? Now we got the chat right here, right now. Maybe you guys can help me make a selection. You know, I said I was going back and forth between getting AJ Brown because I know he's gonna ball out, and going ahead and getting a Kelsey. I know everybody wants to automatically say, "Go get the Kelsey." It might be his last year. He's a hero, but also AJ Brown's gonna ball out.
Yo, everybody in the chat though, let me know which one that Reek should get. Should he get 62 or 11? If you put 11
or 11.
Put 11 or put a 62.
And this guy right here, he's excited. He can't wait to get his. Oh, Lex.
What's up, nephew?
He can't wait to get his Kelly Green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Do you know what jersey you got? Mm-hmm. Who?
Kelly Green.
That's right. But do you know what player you got?
Yeah.
Who?
Kelly Green.
No, that's the color. You got
Kelly
Green. Your quarterback name?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts. Say it.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes. Don't do that again.
Sir.
Right. Tell me that was no ball. That was no ball.
Listen. That boy, he sees the sound machine now. He wants to press the fart noise all the time. Coach said they was canceling orders because maxed out credit cards.
Ooh.
Not getting your jersey because you didn't pay the Capital One bill is crazy.
That's kind of crazy. You know the interest rate is up too, B. So you paying for more than that. You paying.
They said.
Facts, man. I mean, with that being said, man, I know we're all excited about the Kelly Green jerseys. We're excited about this team. Okay, Mark says 62 if you don't have one yet.
But I don't think that he said 11 ain't wrong either. See,
11 ain't wrong either. Hey, I see the thing is, but I already have 2 AJ Browns. I have 2 AJ Browns, so that's why I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go AJ on this one. But I do have 2 Jalen's. What coach say?
He said get 68.
I ain't getting no Jordan Milana. Yeah. I love them. Love him. My man love.
All right, I'm gonna say something, and y'all people.
Oh boy,
is Jordan Mailata like overhyped?
Nah,
like he's a good left tackle.
I think he's top 5 left tackle.
You think so?
PFF has him top 5.
Do that? Okay, then. Because I mean I know the story. Look, I love the story too. You know, guys are a project. Bring them in. It's very impressive. But I do feel like maybe people have a little bit of Cinderella syndrome with them, and the glass shoe fit. Now they're in love.
The boy can sing too. The boy can sing.
And that's another part. Of course he can. Like this isn't a real person. He's not real.
He's not a real person.
That's not a real person. I need the meme of that girl with that mother. Like there is not a real person.
Facts.
Hey, Mark said, get those future Hall of Fame Eagles. Yeah, man. Honestly, I was really looking at the Slim Reaper too because that 6 just looks so cold, bro. It's just you can't look honestly, man. Like, and then I told, like I said in the group chat earlier, I was hating because they got Swift for the kids, not the adults. Make that make sense. Let's get to that.
That does not make sense though. How you put Swift, on kids, and then that's kind of crazy.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to go and break down and get Lex that Swift jersey, bro. It's just so tight. He got a walk-in class representante. Like, what's up?
So PFF has him number 6.
That's, I mean, out of 32 starting left tackles, number 6.
Number 6.
That's top tier.
That's top tier. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, can't really hate on the man. I mean, just started learning how to play football.
He said no. Next question. That's just a question. This is, when you people sometimes we put those heart-shaped glasses on it's good to check ourselves sometimes. Otherwise, you end up talking about 30-year-old Super Bowls that you didn't actually watch with your own eyes. Someone told you about them. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. At this point, Cowboys fans might be flat earthers. They might, Cowboys fans, they might they might be the people who believe when other people say the Holocaust didn't really happen. They might be like, because they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like those people like are like, oh, you guys are just hearsay, and Cowboys are like, yeah, we won 5 Super Bowls. Like, did you actually see that?
Hey, like I told you, they believe in Santa Claus. I told you that. This is the thing to me about Cowboy fans, and they've been going off on Twitter.
They have been going.
They've been going wild. I don't go back and forth on Twiter. I just don't have the time for it, man.
We had one on the Instagram. Me and you were like,
yes.
What was that,
bro?
My man.
No one.
Who that man?
Old head is a Yankee, Lakers, Cowboys fan.
And to top it off,
we are not the same.
And he's a trash human because to top it off, he's a Mustang fan. You like Mustangs, people who drive Ford Mustangs. Like I'm all saying. I'm not even going to get that deep into it. And you want to come on my post on the Soup Boys post and try to try to disrespect the Kelly Greens? Boo that man.
Boy, what did he say? He said it was lame. He said nobody cares about the lame jerseys of the Eagle fans, bro. And then on top of that, he goes and posts Pat Mahomes, and I'm like, what, bro? Come on, man,
bro.
You can tell he is with anybody that wins. Like if anybody is a Cowboy, Laker, and Yankee fan,
which that guy was, he had the pictures.
They
all
just
on
went with
Instagram.
That's my team. That's my get out of here, bro. Like we can't. We are not the same. We are not the same.
Trash humans. I
can't relate, bro. I cannot relate. But Cowboy fans, they've been bugging, especially with
Cozy chirping from the corner.
Right.
Yep.
Especially with the whole everything that's going on Twitter right now. And they're saying basically is this one guy compared
glad you like it, Marcus.
Dak. He compared Dak's rookie year to Jalen's year last year and said that Dak still had a better year than Jalen. And then this is what I wanted to say. I was like, how can you compare his rookie year to somebody that's actually been to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
He's only been a starting quarterback for 2 years. Your starting quarterback has been in the league for 8 years and has not even sniffed the NFC Championship.
Bro,
so we are not the same.
Your starting quarterback has been in the league for 8 years, and our quarterback who didn't start his first season, he wasn't a starter. So his third year actually starting already has more playoff wins than you. So let's get to that. As for Derek Barnett, Cozy, he will be staying around. I know, like he gets a lot. He's staying around. He is a decent rotational piece. Dean being hurt opened up a decent, yeah.
Yo, I totally forgot to say this. Nolan Smith is playing off-ball linebacker.
Well, so and Coach, you can kind of chirp from your corner right now if you can, as what the side's going to want to do is get these teams in the third and 7 all day, 3rd and 8 all day, and when that happens, he's going to be able to disguise a whole bunch of crazy linebacker packages where he's going to have Nolan doing some wild boy stuff. So even Dean, so I think it's going to be hurt. He's not hurt, Coach. Yo, Mark. We know he went down in practice. I don't think he's like hurt. So, but as for Derek Barnett, though, so I know he's got a bad rap on the squad. I know a lot of people have certain feelings about DB, but at the end of the day, you guys got to realize a solid pass rusher is hard. It is not as just available as you would think in the NFL. And this guy right here, as a rotational piece, is a top-tier rotational piece. And for the money we have him locked in on, come on. Let's not forget, he was the one that secured the fumble in this biggest game of Eagles history. Nolan was dropping back at GE. Yeah, Nolan can rush. Yeah, see? Coach knows what's up. We're going to talk about getting freaky. That boy Nolan going to do some freaky things this year.
this is going to be I feel like Nolan and Hassan, I feel like they're cheat codes. I feel like they're cheat codes in the defense. And I don't think they're going to panic. And then on another thing, we all know Howie. Howie's going to make a move. Howie's going to get us a linebacker.
I'm telling you, I think
I'm going your side. I think I'm going your side. Yeah.
I think it's gonna giving up penalties within his. Well, look,
now that stop being negative, Cozy. Can we stop being negative?
Now that my man, I'll say I'll leave you with this thought on Barnett is that now that he's been ridiculed to death about it's always him and the penalties now, I guarantee you that will be a mental fortitude that he has worked on since he's gotten hurt. He will be all right, y'all.
Right.
And Mark says, I got a signed DB jersey. Hey, I'm not mad at it, bro. Look, he was pivotal in this. Let's not act like he wasn't a big deal for the Super Bowl run. He was a starter.
What have you done for me lately? That's what we're about.
Yeah, that's yeah. But the other thing, so it does get us into a convo we both wanted to talk about is all these Georgia Bulldogs that we brought in. Got a fine group of young men. Sadly to say, draft picks they're always more like they always say they're more money before you actually draft them than after we draft them. Right. Now we have all these kids on the team. Who do you think realistically, because as you say, not all draft picks are going to work out, who out of this bunch do you think may not actually pan out? Who's most likely not to? If not all working out.
I might say something controversial right now. I might say something.
Say it, my boy.
All right.
This is what we here for. Brothers abroad, baby.
Jordan Davis.
Oh.
I don't think Jordan Davis is going to be the man that we think that we should be. This dude, I hope obviously he's going to have a better year than last year, right? You know what I'm saying? Because the year that he had, the rookie year, it wasn't so good, right? He was hurt. There was a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I think confidence might have messed him up due to Lavelle and Sue. I just want to see, though. I'm going to give him a fair chance. But as a defensive tackle being a first round pick, it is very hard to make it's very hard to make some noise. Cat King, delete your number now. Oh, delete it. He's I got to pick one, and I think it's going to be Jordan Davis. I think
he has to pick somebody.
I have to pick one. So I think it might be Jordan Davis. I think he'll have a good career, but I don't think he's going to live up to what us Philadelphia and Eagle fans put pressure on him about. I think Jalen Carter is going to be that guy that sets the tone. I love that mean streak in him. I love it.
Yeah. So I don't want to say Dean because I feel like there's a lot of controversy around Dean. We haven't seen anything yet. Right. I would feel like it would be Davis, but the only reason that I'm not going to go with Davis is just because even if he doesn't work out being like he might not live up to the draft position like Derek Barnett, but because he's such a big boy and he still is great, he's it's the run blocking that he's good at. It's a run stuffer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's the pass, even though he can't do the pass blocking like they might be wanting from him yet.
Right.
I feel like he could still be a rotational piece or still be a starting caliber at that point.
Yeah, like I said, it can go up from here. It has to go up from here, right?
Yeah, it has to go up from here. But I feel like So I feel like it'll be harder for him to be a bust and not work out. But I would go with like Ringo just because he was later. See, coach just said Ringo too. So Ringo just because he was like the later round. It's a stack position, and our guys that are that he's playing behind, they really don't come off the field like that. So it's very a big room, so that's why I think Davis.
When I'm thinking about Jordan Davis because he's going to play a lot this year. I'm not talking. Yeah. Ringo's not going to play a lot this year. Let's be honest. He'll be special teams. He might be counted on here or there if there's like a bump on her neck or something like that, or somebody gets injured for a quick second. Yeah. But being 6'2" and what is he like 202, 190 or something like that, And all he has to do is get his feet skills and look back, turn around his head. He's in a great program to learn that from with James Bradberry.
You talking about Ringo?
It's like, yeah.
See, Coach said Davis will be paired with Fletcher this season. He slimmed up and killed his conditioning test, which I feel like that was another big thing because he definitely, I feel like his as a bigger dude, when something like you go down like that, like an ankle or like a leg injury, and you're not really able to maintain like cardio or conditioning, because they're so massive that can come back and bite him real fast. Ringo is my pick for may not live up to the hype yet. So
what hype does Ringo have though? He's not playing this year.
I think he's got a lot of hype on him, bro.
He really?
Yeah, bro.
I wanted him. I was the one that wanted him.
Ringo has named the replacement if Slay or Grant or Bradberry. I'm gonna think that's an autocorrect. It says Cranberry goes down. He'll see.
We know what you're talking about.
I think he meant Bradberry, but the auto text. I think that's what happened. That's so. All right, in my scenario, where I feel like Ringo is might not live up to the hype. I don't feel like it might be performance wise or anything. I just feel like you have 3 starters already, and Avante. We'll take Avante out of it. You have 2 starters because that's really the position he would play. They're Iron Men for the most part. Knock on wood. Neither one of them really come out. So if they don't come out, and they both Bradberry's on a 4-year deal, and Slay is here for at least another year. So it's like it's kind of like that thing. Like it's easy for the hype to wear off if you're not seeing the player. It's kind of like people.
But where's the hype then? Because I don't think there's
there's hype on Ringo, bro.
But he's sitting behind 2 corners.
I'm telling you, it's real hype around this kid. People are.
I don't expect
people talking. People are talking.
I don't expect anything out of Ringo this year. I don't. I'm beyond.
It's not that they're expecting things out of him because they know he's come, but they're basically the way people are kind of looking at it. He's basically like how they're looking at what's his name to take over for Kelsey as soon as Kelsey retires.
Okay, Jurgens.
Yeah, they're looking at him like that. So basically, once one of those guys is done,
no, he's starting. He's starting.
But this is not his first year though. He's already been here for a year.
But we have hype on him this year because he's a starting right guard.
There was hype on him last year. Remember the whole thing with Kelsey? Like I personally helped pick this kid and all that.
We thought Kelsey was handpicked You gotta remember that.
I'm telling you.
Him, so let's be honest. That's another one. Kelsey handpicked him. And another thing I don't have. You know the reason why I don't have hype on Ringo?
What?
Because my man is wearing number 37. Come on, son.
I think that'll get rectified, though. I think that'll change once that 90-man roster. Once that look, Ringo. Right now, Ringo's at that camp, knowing he got a little contract already. He's looking at. He's like this, like, oh yeah, nah. I know he getting cut. I'm taking. Yep, that's gonna be available.
Yeah, that was me.
Bro, that was. Yo, so I had I started off as a line. I had to do linebacker. Then I ended up moving into the line and becoming a DB. And then I would also do running back. Bro, my number was 77. It didn't even look right.
Oh,
and I was looking like,
yo, hey. But did you have cuts in high school? We didn't have cuts, but coach was like, my main player is gonna get their numbers.
So we didn't have cuts, but there would always just be kids that be like, yeah, I thought I wanted to do this, but I didn't. So we
had a lot of them.
So I was looking at it like, all right, I'm looking around. He got 17. I wanted something with a 7 in it. I really wanted like 27, but then I ended up.
What's your real number though?
It's just 7 by itself. But that's why I ended up just keeping 77.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I was 23. 23. So it's my family. 23, 2, 3, 5. 32.
See, integral 7 numerals always work for me because I'm the 14, so it's 2 7s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My wife is the 21st, so that's 3 7s. It's just like 7 is a number that plays a role
or
in my
11 because I was born May 11th. So
okay, that's a lucky number. See, that's a lucky number.
That's a lucky number.
Ringo has been named. Yeah, see, Eagles, Winfield, Duggar, Quan Chin for Devin White. I'm telling you, bro, it's homie over there on the Ravens. I think that's the move. Panthers aren't giving up Chin.
Yeah, they ain't giving up Chin.
His number will
We
change.
had it. We had
see, coach knows. He's licking his chops, looking at who's about to get cut. Coach did senior picks. Coach pick numbers first.
Well, I was on varsity my sophomore year.
That's right. 7 is a lucky number.
Yeah,
that's
right.
I
was on varsity all 3 years.
And so ours, it didn't matter for us. It did not matter. It was just it's like they were like the senior guys and the junior guys were automatically, and then if you like as a sophomore you could get on there, but freshman year you can't. Yeah, they wasn't. So and then at the before we were in high school, when we were in junior high, it was the same thing. It just went by your class. So if you were 6th or 7th, if you were in 6th grade, you was on the.
You had middle school football?
Hell yeah, bro! We was busy. Yeah, bro.
Marcus, can you comment on that? You had middle school football too,
bro?
It was Pop Warner. Nah, it was Pop Warner for us, B.
Well, it was Pop. It wasn't from the school. It was from the district.
Yeah,
but it went off. It went off of your grade and age.
I played for the Edgewater Falcons back in Jersey.
Yeah, and I was Egg Harbor Township.
Oh, okay.
So it went off, but it still went off for us. It still went off your grade and your age.
Nah, not for us.
See, Coach said I had middle school ball too.
I had a middle school ball. What? Nah, son.
If Panthers don't pay Chin, but I don't see. That's the thing. I don't think we're gonna go after someone who needs a big payday, or they might just do the CJ DJ thing and go trade for him, and then after the year, hey, bro, pockets is looking a little tight right now.
Hey, lock your car.
That middle school Blue Diamonds 8th grade. See, we were the Egg Harbor Township Eagles, baby. So we had Eagle. We had the orange. The only thing is we had orange in it. It was black, white, and silver. So and then it had orange. So that was cool. Mm-hmm. Howie does it every year.
Yeah,
Howie, hey,
don't
trust him. If Howie, we've heard, I think it was E-Rock who said it. We've heard countless people say it. When they see that 215 area code, or you know what I'm saying, they see H on the caller ID. I don't know why they keep picking that phone up. He trades for dudes on expiring contracts. He does.
Yeah, very true. He does. He really does.
Speaking of other good people who make good trades, Dombrowski made a good trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Went ahead and got us to start. So it looks like the Phillies are going to go to a 6-man rotation as far as it goes for for a few weeks, because they went ahead and got a starting right-hand pitcher. So that's going to be good. I'm hyped for that. And then so we got him from the Tigers. So we got my man Michael Lorenzen. We got him from the Tigers. Right-hand pitcher, be able to start. And the funniest thing about it is he was their all-star this year. So, I mean, every team has to send somebody to the all-star. They sent him as a pitcher. I mean, so they're a bad team, but still, he was an all-star this year. So, I mean, look, a guy who we're trying to make a quick run to back to the World Series. I love it.
Yeah, man. I'm actually excited about that. I was really excited about that. Then they made a trade to the Pirates.
Yeah, we went ahead and got the man from the Pirates. We went ahead and got him. So we traded Bailey Falter, who was absolutely not going to be starting on this team ever again. And we went ahead and got Rodolfo Castro, another right-hand pitcher, a right-hand hitter, which we definitely needed. And he's going to help with the defense, bro. So I know we're a little mad about Phillies from last night, Mark, but we did get the afternoon win today. Walker Walker had a rough start to the season, but Walker has turned out to be phenomenal. Chris Castro Christopher Sanchez has come in, has become a 5th-day starter. I mean, bro, the pitching basically right now, this team is leaning on their pitching, and it's working out right now.
It's working. What's crazy is we're down, and then all of a sudden we come back up and win the game, which is
that was what I was so weird about against the Brewers. The Brewers don't really have good starters, but they have good relievers, so their bullpen is crazy.
They got a bench. But Trey Turner, man, we got to get thoughts on him, bro. What we doing here? Do we need you to do I hate it here and then rebound? Do you need
to see what's going on with it's I mean, we've already heard we heard Chris Long come out and speak about this. He's saying whatever's going on with him, and even what was going on with Schwarber, it's a mental thing. Their form is right. They're doing everything right at the plate. It's just, it's a mental block right now, and I don't know. Like we saw it with Cass last year.
Cass has turned it up though. He has turned it up.
Cass has become he's been the best, he's been the most.
I think he's probably the best
player on the team. Him, Bowman, Stott have been keeping this team alive.
Yeah.
Coach said, "Who's worse, Trey Turner or Chief superfan?" Well, I'm gonna say right now it's Trey Turner because he cost us the game last night.
He sure
literally
did.
The Phillies were right there. We could have won it. He goes and has a major error, bro. I just don't even understand where his head was.
How did the ball just like pop up? Like what happened?
It's like one of those things. It's like once one part of your game is like not there, and then you start getting your head about that. All of a sudden, you start overthinking all the other aspects of the game, and it looked like he like paused for a second, and then just and he just fumbled the bat completely, and then it just. And unfortunately, he's playing a very pivotal part because he needs to go see that sports specialist.
Most definitely, he needs to go to Nelson Aguilar camp.
Man, bro, it's like it's really bad. I just. And then, it even got to the point where Topper gave him a day off. Like he needs some time away, but it's just nothing's really helping him right now. And I mean, and honestly, it's an issue with Schwarber. It's an issue with, I'm not going to put Harper in there because even though
Harper's coming off the elbow.
Yeah, but even though he's coming off that, he's still effective. He's still getting hits. He's still getting on base. So he's being effective. He's still aggressive with the bases.
He's doing stuff for the team.
And now he's playing first base, and he looks pretty decent at it. So, I mean, he's doing everything he can do within his power to go ahead and be a positive on this team. Like I said, Turner, it's not working out. Schwarber, the home run. But at least Topper finally switched the lineup. He moved some of those more productive guys up, which is what we needed to see. And I'm really happy that because I heard whispers that they might be trying to they might have tried to go get a third baseman, during the trade deadline, and Bohm would have been a trade piece for that. I'm really happy that they ended up not doing it. They kept our man, and not for nothing, bro. That's our 2-hole guy. Like I don't care what anybody says. Alec Bohm is the 2-hole guy. He's homegrown. Keep that kid. He's super productive. And bro, it's only been a couple years with this kid. He's gonna get even better. So I'm excited to see the young guys.
That was my pick, man. That was my pick at the beginning of the season. That was my
pick. I told you, man. Bohm and Stott, bro. They're just they're rolling. Like I think we have on our for opening day. I mean, you said Bohm and I said Stott, and both of those guys have like been way overachieving.
They've been killing it, man. They've been killing it. I don't know. I mean, you know how it is. It's hard playing Philadelphia. We hold our players accountable. We hold our players accountable. You're making all this money. You're playing a kid sport, and we expect you to be good. Yeah. It's just Turner, man, dog. Like you came from LA, and you were balling there. Like, what is this? Like a mental block? What's up, man? I need you to go talk to the Nelson Aguilar.
Johan Rojas, baby.
Oh,
I'm happy they kept him. That guy's he's electric. He's a lot of fun. I know, and I think he's gonna add to the defense, bro. Every time this guy gets on the field, electric. So that's why this season's been so frustrating because it's very similar to last season as far as like wins and like they're hot, they're not, they're on, but it's a positive team. But it's like you're getting so much production from the daycare guys, the young bulls. And then you're getting like guys like Johan Rojas that are coming out, Chris Sanchez coming out and being like a stud start pitcher. For them to have like all these things going good with like essentially role players or like young guys, it's like, yo, if the top of the lineup, like these big money guys actually do what they're like, this team can be unstoppable.
For real. We can go right back to the World Series.
I really believe they can if they just get it with the like I said, with the production they're getting from everybody else. Yeah. These guys are lifting the team up. So if the other guys just do what they're supposed to do, or even like a fraction.
And shout out to Nick, man. Nick, man, you made my daughter's day, throwing a ball to us. We caught it. Like, bro, Nick's the man. I will never say anything negative about that man ever.
I love Nick because I love how he loves his son, bro. I love how he
loves
talks
his
about
kid, right?
him, bro. It warms my heart. It makes me think about like how when I talk about Lex and how you talk about Ari. It's like that man's he's literally a father before anything else. He loves even like his big thing. He makes it to the All-Star. He wants to bring his son to the All-Star. Like he pulled him off his baseball team because he was like, we're going. His son was like, oh, do I have to? Because he wanted to stay with his team because they're on a little hot
team. Yeah, he wanted to stay with his team.
Yeah, but he was like he was talking about how he was keeping him accountable and teaching that to him is like a pivotal moment. It's like, well, we made a call. We're sticking with the call now. I love it for a guy that struggled so much last season and like now, and it's a testament. Once again, Philly will show you, bro. Like we were upset because he was having such a bad season, and then now the guy's locked in. He's doing it. He's a freaking hero. Everyone's giving him so much love. Like, and I don't care. He's kind of like a Philly guy. Like, comes up, has the taco meat out, got a little gold chain. Bro, he looks like he's like a Dago guy from South Philly, bro. Like, come on.
He chilling at the bodega.
Yeah, my guy Rico Twizzy. Man, so that I have high hopes though. I think our Phils are gonna be all right, bro. All we need is like one or two of those guys to figure it out. Yeah, I'm not counting on Trey, but if Bryce sees what he does and Schwarber and JT can kind of get back, we all right. So yeah, man. But
and heal up Hoskins, man. Heal up, man. Heal up.
Yeah, heal up, man.
Heal up, bro. Heal up.
Miss seeing him, but yeah, man. Other than that, bro, that's all I can think of. We done gave y'all hour 10 already. You got any last minute thoughts for the fellas?
Nah, man. Football's tonight. I know it's Browns and Browns and Jets. We're not going to see the main guys that we want to see, but hey, football is back.
Football
night. Let's be honest, summer sucks when it comes to sports.
Oh man. Well, I love a good baseball game. So.
I love baseball. I'll go to a baseball game.
That's always fun. You get to hang around, chill out.
I miss football. I want football. I want football.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. But it's coming soon. It's coming soon. This is actually the first preseason I'm actually super excited because we have so many young guys that are going to be participating. So many like camp battles that are going to play out on the field in front of us.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's quick question though. Quick question before we get up out of here: who is like your number one guy that you want to like?
Rep hard. Rep hard. The team. That I really want to see make the team.
Yeah, he might be in the bottom of the roster. He might be that guy that's like, got the left foot in, right foot out type of vibe.
It's so hard because we got so many. I would like to see. Damn, bro, you kind of stumped me right now. I'd like to see Greedy. I would like to see Greedy make the team.
Greedy? Okay.
Yeah, I really would because I just feel like I like having if he's gonna be doing that slot corner role, like he's been subbing in on. I think that could be so major because you see how much we needed Avante when Avante was out, and unfortunately, every season when we nearly needed Avante, he has missed a few weeks. So just to have that, I'm a big depth guy. So if we can have more depth at any position, I feel like that's major. Key. I know we got what's his name that we have there, but I really want to see. I just want depth at at those key player spots because I don't want to give up big plays at tight ends and receivers when our front line is holding shit down. AK says he wants Justin Evans.
That's a nice one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Honorable mention. I think he is. Yeah. See, coach said the coach is locked in right now. That's crazy.
I see.
I think another honorable mention is Dennis Kelly. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, like good swing tackle. He's already. Seems like everybody's happy he's here. What about you? Who you holding out for?
I want to give Tyrese Jackson a chance. One more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance.
Hey, I can see that.
And I want Brett and I want Cubby. I like Cubby, even though he was a crash dummy last year. I want him want to see something from him. I'm hearing a lot of reports that he's looking explosive at the slot position. But most exciting person I'm looking towards the game, game wise, and they've been saying some crazy stuff about him. I don't know about if you compare it to him, but Swift. They're saying Swift is going to be. They said he's a mix of McCoy, but they say he's a mix of McCoy / Westbrook. That's a lot. That's a lot there.
I'm calling it now.
Ooh,
yeah. I said that to you so I could get the fly reaction.
These is fly, son.
Colorways, baby.
Yeah.
Those are the
yeah.
rough,
Let's get that. Get that.
Something I just sent my brother here. Something we working on for you guys. So stay tuned. We got a whole lot of dope stuff coming.
Fly, yo.
We got a whole lot of dope stuff coming you guys' way. But
yeah, this man. Is flutter. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate everybody.
To the Brothers on Broad. And,
Mondays and Thursdays.
Yep. Mondays and
Thursdays. Make sure tomorrow you guys are looking out for Cozy with a Twisty. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we all we got. We all we need. Last comment. If Cam start at guard, I'll be excited to see that, Kelsey. Yeah. I agree. I think he's gonna be all right.
I think he'll be okay. I know he's been eating a lot, but Tyler Steen is there. And I don't know if Tyler Steen is ready and he's a rookie. I would like for Cam Jernigan to get that shot and stay in that position.
Yeah.
He needs to gain some weight. And he's just get more powerful too as well. That's all.
He said he gained a couple pounds.
We'll see.
Hey,
we'll see.
And on that note, y'all, we appreciate you. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Make sure you share it with a friend. Make sure you tell your friend to go comment. And that's all, baby. We out here.
I ain't hungry. I'm starving for this. This means so much to me. The mental frustration I done had these last 2 weeks. Everything with just being on the side, man. Not feeling like I can help you guys on the field. And I know everything is in front of us. And I don't have to give y'all no rah-rah speech. I shouldn't have to give nobody in this room no get up and go, no go-go juice, no none of that. It's understood. It's understood who